Hello, this is the sixth video for electromagnetism for classes 6 to 10. Can be used by students of class 10 to review and to understand. In this video, we will look at static electricity. Static means that which does not move. We started our study of electricity by using electric cells and flowing electric current. So why did we start with cells, wires, bulbs, and electric current? Because in our times, these are very easily available items. So we can all buy electric cell and we can connect it with wires, bulbs, and we can see the flow of current. So we are familiar with the idea of electricity as a flow of current, which comes to us through the electric supply system. Okay. So we know electricity mostly as an electric current, but we first met electricity not as a flow of electric current, but as static electricity. Static is electricity is that which does not flow, does not move. So this is electricity which is produced when you rub different kinds of materials. So this happened in ancient times, around 550, that's almost 2,500 years back. Some Greek scientists, scholars, philosophers, whatever you may call them, they observed that a material called amber, when it is rubbed, it attracts light objects like hair and thread. So the name of Thales of Miletus is, this man is supposed to have made this observation. So amber could pull fibers towards it from a distance. So this was an unusual behavior for them, and they made note of it. And then, of course, he also noticed that lodestone, so commonly found form of natural magnet, that attracts pieces of iron. So both of these were non-contact forces. So both of these were instances where something was getting pulled from a distance. So these were curiosities. People were curious about what these things were. And they remained as curiosities for a long time. Okay. So what is amber? They said, the Greeks rubbed amber. Amber is, it's a gum, fossilized gum. So when the gum of trees falls on the ground and it goes underground, and it over thousands and millions of years, it hardens and becomes a yellow stony material. It looks very beautiful. It's used for making gems. And this was a very precious commodity. It was traded throughout the ancient world. People used to buy it for jewelry and send it over long distances. So, but amber for us is a rare substance. So never mind amber. We have many other materials which are very common and which serve the same purpose. We have plastic, rubber, glass, PVC, all around us. And by using these materials, we can observe what Thales observed back then. So let us observe what happens when we rub some of these materials with fabrics of wool, silk, or paper. Here I have placed fine pieces of paper. I've cut up paper into very fine pieces, put them on the sheet of cardboard, and I'm rubbing a plastic scale with a woolen cloth. You can use acrylic or wool. So I'm rubbing it. So as we rub, we can hear a crackling sound. That is, we always hear a crackling sound when we charge objects. So now look at it. So the bits of paper are just flying up and sticking to the plastic scale. So the rubbed plastic scale has attracted the bits of paper. Next, we take a plastic straw, then rub it. And we see the same behavior. The bits of paper fly up and stick to it. And let's next see. This is a PVC tube. PVC is we use PVC tubes in our plumbing, for our water supply and our drainage system. This is very commonly found. So I rub this with the woolen cloth. You can again hear the crackling sound. And look at it. So all the bits of paper fly up and stick to it. So they're getting attracted to the PVC. Next, I take a glass object. This is a measuring jar made of borosilk glass, and I'm rubbing it with a silk cloth. It's a measuring jar. See that? The bits of paper again fly up and stick to the glass jar. You've seen all these materials, glass, PVC, plastic, when they're rubbed with a woolen cloth or a silk cloth, in the case of a glass rod, they attract bits of paper. Now we need to do this experiment on a dry day. So you have to select a day when the relative humidity is less than 40%. So you have to look up the weather report and choose such a day to get a good result. So on a dry day, we can notice that when you rub these materials, they become charged. We use the word charged. So, and we call this as electric charge. So this was known for a long time, but around 1650, scientists in Europe started studying this phenomenon carefully. Okay, they inferred that rubbed objects acquire an electric charge. They were not sure what this electric charge was in the beginning. It took a long time to understand it properly. So this name electricity comes from the name for the Greek name for amber, which was the material which was originally used to create static electricity. Okay. This kind of electricity is called as static electric charge. We call this as static electric charge these days. Back then, they just called it electricity. Now we know that there is a flowing electricity, and in contrast, this is static electricity. It does not flow. The electricity which comes out the electric cell when you connect wires, it's flowing electricity. So scientists studied this static electricity for more than 100 years before making the first electric cell. And from the electric cell, we got flowing electricity. So in this video, we have learned that when rubbed, some materials start attracting bits of paper. They also attract bits of hair, loose strands of hair, and styrofoam pieces, what we call as thermocol beads, will also get attracted. And the rubbed material becomes charged, and we call this as static electricity. We stop here.